especially with modern women, you know, they tend to take on this feminist mindset, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they start to move further away from accountability. So you get into the, oh, I'm divesting. You know, I can just date out. I'm gonna explore my options, you know, because black men ain't that, because niggas ain't that. But on the opposite end of that, can we be honest here? Is it the men ain't shit, or is it just the men that you're attracting ain't shit?
The men you're attracting ain't shit. Because I can tell you this, that man may not be shit for you. But the next woman he meet, he might marry. He might be everything for her. So I think exactly what you give out is exactly what you're going to get. So I definitely agree with that. And I think we definitely need to put more, you know, like we need to hold ourselves accountable more for our actions, for who we are as women, for what we want in a relationship. We have to be exactly what we want in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? You can't be a man in a relationship and want a man. You can't. You can't be no man in a relationship. Okay, who was wearing the trouser?
Yeah, and a lot of them lead with that masculine energy, especially with the ones that's focused on their career and education. It's like, oh, since I got the bag, I got this, I deserve this, you know. And it's weird because they think that because they got the bag in a career, in education, it's like I automatically deserve a man with the same thing. And what they're not realizing is that those men with the same things aren't looking for those masculine traits, for those same traits that he has in a woman.
I agree. I mean, okay, I do feel like, okay, maybe because you have a degree now, you're making a certain amount of money now, that would change the bracket of men you have access to, because that changes where you hang out at now. That changes where you go to eat dinner now. Go here now. You have money to your social circles may change because your tax bracket changed. So you might meet men that make the same amount of money as you now, because now you're making that amount of money. But then you'll find that the dating pool is smaller. Why? Because the men now that you are hanging around don't want women like you. Because like that they have, their wives are at home. Their wives are putting more energy into their families. Their wives are putting more energy to their kids, into them. Like they get to be the center of the attention. You know what I'm saying? The center of their lives, not their career.
A lot of black women, you know, along with the modern thinking, it kind of breeds a bit of masculine behavior. It breeds a bit of rebelliousness in a lot of us, you know. Honestly, I really need to look into it more, but a bit of ODD. You know, we have problems just with authority in general, but more specifically with our men, you know, and that's a problem because you're gonna class, especially when you talk about an alpha man. There's going to be they're not going to accept certain things, you know. So how was that, even with you being comfortable with him as an alpha male, how was that having to step into your femininity more, because he has to be there to correct you? You have to allow him to do certain things to have that authority over you as an alpha male. How was that?
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Sometimes I wish it wasn't such a struggle. I wish. Sometimes I'm like, why? And he's like, I don't want to mention it, but you know, he said he'll say something about my culture. You know, he'll mention my culture. He'll mention when I'm from and say that's the problem. Like, that's why you're like this. I see now what your sister is talking about. Yes. God, she's always saying this is because you don't. I'm like, you see, I'm about to block you. You know, and I notice it. I think it's definitely a struggle, because, you know, we've really had to learn to fend for ourselves, like to be by ourselves. Like, I lived by myself. I didn't have any protection. Now I think about it, it's like I didn't have anyone protecting me. I didn't have anyone guiding me. When I was dating these men, I didn't have anyone telling me this one is not right, this one is right. You know, those decisions of not letting people know where I live at, you know, having my door locked and things like that's something I had to teach myself. You know, that's not how. Like, okay, don't get a nigga your number in the club. I used to. I teach myself you don't do that. These niggas here only. These men are only here to do this and this. I had to teach myself. I wasn't taught that. So, you know, that like distrust, like mistrust for men. You know, always arguing with a guy in the street for something when you going out, and next you know he's calling you a B and you're calling him a this, and he's calling you a that. You know, you kind of lose your. It's like it's all game. You know, if we argue, we both argue, and it's not like, what do you mean I'm not supposed to express? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter it doesn't matter if I'm wrong. You don't have to be disrespectful. Well, how am I being disrespectful by saying my opinion? But now I understand. You know, I understand. And it's been a struggle because of that. You know, a lot of things we've been left. I've been left to do on my own and to fight men on my own. I didn't have another man to fight my battles. Say no, don't worry about it. Oh, he said this. I got it. Don't say nothing. You stay right there. I do it. If you have a man in your life, you like he'll fight your battles for you. He'll fight another man for you. You get to add. You get to call your brother. You call your cousin. He said this to me. But when you're a woman and you fighting on your own, things change. You see a man eye to eye now. Because you don't have anyone else to fight it for you, fight the battle for you. So when you get in your marriage and you see your husband, he's arguing with you, that uproar might come again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might, you know, it might just come back and you have to realize, hold on, wait, you know, this person is protecting me. This person wants good for me. This person is not he's supposed to lead me. Let me just be quiet and shut up. And if I got something to say, I just text him later before breakfast, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm learning that now.
Yeah, because, you know, it comes with the traditional life, the submission. It's a deal, but, you know, it comes with the deal of traditional lifestyle, you know, of having a traditional family. You have to have that balance. A lot of Black women tend to struggle with that. But even past that, you know, along with this, again, this modern women thing, so many modern Black women are so disrespectful. I mean, to a point where it's like, I mean, brothers ain't even talking to some of these sisters on the street. Like, I mean, and I want to show you this clip, because especially here, you know, for foundational Black American women, modern women, and then traditional Black men, like the ones that are trying to stay in their masculine, trying to keep want that traditional family, want a traditional woman and a woman to submit. It's hard for them to keep fighting for that when they get so much pushback from Black women. You can't tell them to put bonnets on. I mean, it was a whole thing with Kevin Samuels where they couldn't even tell sisters to smile. I mean, it's getting frustrating. But I want you to see this little clip right quick, and I want your reaction from it as well. Let me play this right quick. Hold up.
This Black woman coming up to me, coming from outside. I'm coming outside. I'm inside coming outside. She's outside coming inside. So we're literally approaching each other perfectly. I go to open the door like my mother taught me to, and I stand there like a gentleman with one hand behind my back, the other hand extended to open this heavy door. And instead of easily walk through the fucking door, she opens her own door. She looks at me first, like we're literally looking at each other. She looks at me, opens her own door, and she's like, thanks, type shit, and just goes on. And like I said, somebody might say that's an isolated incident, but knowing what I know and seeing what I've seen through social media and just different interactions, I couldn't help but to ask myself, damn, are women so goddamn strong and independent that they do not even understand the gesture? Do you understand what a gesture is? It's like, I know you can pick up your own door. I know it's only a 10-pound door. I know you can open your own door. I know you could get your own check. But the gesture of the man who is trying to protect you, who is trying to show you that he is there for you and trying to be that man for you, even if he doesn't know you, particularly if he doesn't know you.
Okay, so that was, shout out to Jay Lethal. That was my boy Jay Lethal. He had me on the show when he was talking about that. But I want your reaction, because what do you think at this point some of these brothers should be doing? You know, some of the traditional brothers who want a traditional lifestyle, what do you think, what route at this point should they be taking? They can't correct them. They can't ask them to stop doing their things. If they put their hands on them, it's abuse. They call them the police and end up in jail. So at this point, what do you feel the solution is for some of these brothers?
Work on yourself. Work on yourself. I say this. I say why? Because there are I have had encounters with okay, say for instance, let me just respond to that door incident. I've had men open the door for me and I say thank you and they say great, and it's just it. It's just a gesture and that's it. And I've had men open the door for me and I say thank you, and then 10 seconds later the nigga right, breathing on my damn neck. What's your name, Ma? I'm like, was this an exchange for you to come and talk to me? So close. This was not an invitation. I said thank you because you opened the door. Now you to come behind me. Now I turn around and I smell. You get what I'm saying? So I can understand. Sometimes, you don't know what their intentions are. Because I've said hello to them, and then comes from hello to you walking all the way across the street in the middle of traffic. Mm-hmm. And all I said was, good morning. Means polite. You know what I'm saying? Or just smiling. It's like, oh, she smiled at me. You go over there and grab her ass. No.
Yeah, I've been in some similar predicaments.
I understand. Only reason she said thank you before she moved in. Maybe he shouldn't have got offended by it. Or maybe he, I think that maybe he should have said was, I was just only opening the door, just to be a gentleman. You might not get another gentleman today. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a slick way to say that next time you see a gentleman, maybe you should be a lady. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have to, I think there should be, these men need to be more leaders. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Lead the way. So I learned that by men teaching me that. Like I've had men tell me, cross your legs. I'm just here to tell you that you're too beautiful for someone to be able to see the color panties you have on. Cross your legs. I felt embarrassed. Me thinking I'm all cute and it's not there. I felt embarrassed by respecting him. Why? They say, oh, what's up, man? I like the cute little panties you got on. It's cute. They pink. Oh, I like that. No. He came over here as a man. He led the way. Showed me what it is to be a gentleman. Made me want to be a lady. He won't catch me out here. Show, so maybe don't get mad. Don't get mad because that's not what we need. That's literally the opposite of what we need. Opposite of what we need. I wish more men, told me exactly what I did wrong. If I offended you, say, sister, not everybody gonna hurt you. I just want to protect you. That's why I walked a little bit close to you. That I wasn't trying to hurt you. Just wanted to protect you. Just so you know. Next time somebody, maybe she think that. Then that would change her mindset. You know what I mean? Don't get so mad at us. Everybody already mad at us already. We won't need to teach us. If we do something wrong, be leaders and teach us.